Well, what's up, riders? Old Man Ronin here, and welcome back to the channel. Yes, we're actually just now leaving Mid-Ohio Power Sports, and thanks to those guys for letting me ride the Scram 411. Himalayan Scram 411 is the actual title to it, and I'm going to give you my first ride impressions here as we head back to the house. We got a bunch of videos planned for this bike. My first reaction is sitting on the bike, and the ergonomics is where my knees are. I'm exactly where I want to be. Let's put the camera down. Exactly where I want to be with my knees, and that makes me really happy. I think that's as far as a ride comfortability, that's a big factor. Now, we're not going to do any gravel today. We're going to do that on our next video. But you already saw I was back in the woods with the motorcycle, and that's basically, I wanted to show you natural habitat, which is, you know, scramblerish. Scramblerish. And where do you take scramblers? Well, I take them back in the woods. I don't know about you guys. Brakes are fine. They're typical Royal Enfield style brakes. Soft a little bit in the back. Front does plenty of good jobs. Has a beautiful square. See this, guys? Square. Front reservoir for your brakes. You know, I always pick on the other motorcycles because that's I don't like the urine specimen. No! But bike sounds good. It started up super easy. It was definitely cold when I fired it up, and it's a little chilly today. You notice I got the jacket on, but I actually have a hoodie underneath it, because I think I started this morning it was 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I'll put the Celsius. Now it's a little bit warmer now, but it's a little bit warmer now. But I do want to tell you that I did dress a little bit warmer, because it went from 91 degrees to 45 in one day. As soon as fall hit, the temperature dropped. It's like, what the heck? Again, brakes are good. They're not, you know, they're not Kawasaki brakes. They're not Triumph brakes, but they are good, and they will get the job done. I like the stance. I can flat foot this, but then again, I got a 34-inch inseam. But yeah, she's comfortable. Anybody coming? Yay, we're not gonna die. Oh, whoa. She's nimble too. I think that 19-inch front tire does a big difference. She feels a lot more responsive. Yeah. I know it's got the seat tires on it that are similar to the Pirelli MT60s, which I'm a huge fan of Pirelli MT60s for all-around use. Mostly 80-20 road, but they do a really good job, and I'm really happy with that. Stops nice. Center of gravity is near perfect for a tall bike like this is here. This is a tall bike. It's, you know, similar to what the Himalayan is, but yet, oh man, just really nimble. Sounds great. I'll tell you what, I bet it sounded fantastic with that Bach exhaust on it, but nice and steady. Yeah, everything you want in a motorcycle. We'll get out some acceleration here, see how she does. And I know they have upgraded the engine a little bit in this, and I'm sure that the Himalayan's going to get these same upgrades for the 411 for the remainder of the year. This is a 2023, by the way, and I think that's an important aspect. Let's see, nobody coming? Yeah, I think we got a little bit more acceleration. I don't know for sure. I will do a side-by-side with the Himalayan down the road as far as acceleration. Of course, now my bike is not stock anymore, so I can't really compare it that way, but I'll try to remember. One thing to remember on Royal Enfield and single cylinders, guys, you run them through the rev range. In other words, you don't necessarily, you don't abuse the engine, but what you do is you make sure you run her through the rev. The instrumentation is really basic. I know it's got the clock, and it's got your miles, obviously your odometer, and of course it's got the fuel gauge there as far as the bars. Yeah, I got cars ahead of me, so I can't really throttle her up too much, but I'm telling you, feels good. I like the way it looks. I love that. When I was talking to Dave up there, I said, man, if you make one a demo, which this is their demo, do the red and white. I really like the way this looks. I know, I love black bikes, but I love the way this bike looks. This red and white, I think it's beautiful. Not getting any vibration in the mirrors, that's good. Not getting any vibration in the handlebars, that's even better. A slight little bit in the foot pegs, 0 in the seat. But I still have that tactile response or feeling in the gearbox, which is critically important for me, because again, this doesn't have a tack, and I'm not a tachometer user, if you will. I ride by the seat of my pants.
That's right, guys, it's time for another Maxx Eyewear motorcycle specific sunglass giveaway from Old Man Ronin. All you have to do is be a subscriber, make a comment below on this video of what time you saw Little Ronin roll by, and send me an email to oldmanronin@gmail.com, and you're entered for this month's giveaway.
Let's see, we're at 60 miles an hour. Stability, perfect. Ta-da! She does handle really well. I think that 19-inch wheel makes a big difference as far as road handling. Not off-road, but road handling. Cruising at 60 here without any issue whatsoever. Got plenty of throttle left. Crack it up. She jumps. I'm getting a little pop in the helmet here because I made a mistake.
You're an idiot!
On the fly fixing. I really like the ergonomics on this bike. I know it's similar to the Himalayan, which is one of the reasons why I own one, is because I like the ergonomics on that bike as well too. But there are things about this that feel a lot different. They're a lot more refined, and I think that's a big factor. Like I say, the seat on this bike here is, I want to say it's a little bit more plush, but yet I'm sitting farther back. Man, I gotta sit on them side by side to really confirm that. But the way it feels is I'm more plush, and I'm sitting farther back. I've got a better reach on my handlebars here. I've got more of a relaxed fit, and I'm able to hold the bars exactly the way I want. It's familiar but different. Does that make sense? Being a Royal Enfield Himalayan owner, the familiarity of the controls and everything else like that is right there. However, I'm telling you, I really do enjoy this motorcycle. I can't wait to get her in some gravel, see how she works, and other stuff. She just feels different. I don't know, I can't explain it. Let's try a hard brake right here in our typical spot once we round this corner. Oh yeah, nice. Again, The rear brake is a traditional, softer Royal Enfield feel. The front brake comes with a nice stop. It's more than adequate. It's good braking. Hey, it turned off my turn signal. And the stability check as far as coming to a stop. Nice and easy. There, foot down. That's the key to me, guys. That tells me how well the thing is balanced. Let me see. Go out around. Nobody coming. Shift's easy. Clutch pull is perfect. Maybe a little bit more clutch. I'll have to measure it there. Might want to tell them to adjust their clutch up a little bit. Seems a little bit sloppy here. That's something that's really... You guys watch the video and I'll put a little card up here how to adjust the clutch on these things. Really easy, and you should check that every 600 miles according to the manufacturer's suggested maintenance schedule. Let me go up. There's a hill coming up you guys can see. I don't know how the GoPro is going to show this, but I'm going to bring her down into a lower gear, or a higher gear and lower RPM, and then see how she performs at the 5th gear in a really low RPM. And again, there's no tax, so I'm going to use my thoughts and my feelings on it. We're down to what, 30 miles an hour. We're going to take her down to about 25 and then throttle her up in that 5th gear and see what the low end torque does here. Come on, 25. I'll slow her down to 25, and there she goes. We had a little bit of pause there, but she is climbing 5th gear, which tells you it's got fantastic low end torque, and you guys seen the torque numbers there. And again, this is a pretty aggressive hill, and it's climbing speed, getting faster and faster and faster. Yeah. So all you guys that are naysayers on the Royal Enfield as far as having not enough power to go to the hills, this thing has plenty of power to do that. Now, it's not a rocket ship, obviously, but it'll climb. I mean, we were at 25 mile an hour 5th gear, probably right around I'd say 2,000 RPM if I'm going in my head here, and then we were able to throttle up only and see how she did. We're going to do it again at the bottom of this hill because it's another one like that, and I think it'll be well, where the stop sign is, it'll be a good test. This is the hill we're going to do from a dead stop, and like I say, we're going to try to do very low RPM all the way up. I'm going to early shift it, in other words. Get a little bit of sputter there, but we're still climbing in speed, which shows you the power of the low end torque. We're in 4th gear. Go to 5th here. Again, that's a little bit of sputter. We're probably running about 2,000 RPM, 1,500 to 2,000, I'm guessing. And it climbs with virtually no issue. So as far as a low end torque test and a engine braking test, I mean, right here's a good test for that. See, we're coming down at the back side of that hill. We'll pick up a little bit of speed, but she's not jumping, you know, like those engines that are, you know, very low compression and the high RPM guys. They pick up a lot of speed going down a hill like that with no throttle. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this video today. It was a lot of fun making, and it was quite educational for me. The bike does perform, man, maybe better than I expected it. I expected it to feel almost exactly like the Hemi, and it doesn't. It's more nimble. It's a little bit quicker in response, and I'm not sure if it's the gearing or what they've done to the ECU. Regardless, it does perform better than the pre-modification Himalayan. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give us a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell notification button. Share and comment. You know I read all the comments and comment on as many as I possibly can. Until next time, guys, ride safe, and of course, keep her on 2 wheels, baby.